The University of Colorado, the Mountain Lions at it again tonight against South Dakota Mines. I'm your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, George Holden, joined by my partner, as always, Eric Gausford. And Eric, saw a couple of fun games, competitive, physical fights with both games last night. The men pull it out by 1 point, and the women drop a heartbreaker last night, but they have a chance to bounce back against a struggling Hard Rocker team.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how they respond from last night's performance. They rallied from 17 points down, came back, got all the way within 2 points, and then was not able to close it out, unfortunately. We really thought that they were going to be able to pull it out last night and just weren't able to get that done. So it'll be great to see them respond and get a W tonight.
Yep, well said, Eric. Eric and I have a blast doing these games. We had a lot of fun last night, and it was cold outside, but it got hot in this gym last night. The women's team here, we had a chance to talk to Coach Lynn Plett last night, and his team was playing physical and very aggressive last night, and they were getting after it. Tonight, they've got a really good opportunity to bounce back and finish the weekend 1-1 before they go on the road for a couple of weeks before we're back here at Gallagly Events Center. Starting lineups for tonight's games. Right now, South Dakota Mines, the Hard Rockers, they are coming in tonight. They have a record of 2-7 in the RMAC, or 5-8 in the RMAC right now. 5-8 overall, I should say. 2-7 in the RMAC. Their starting lineup: number 40, Melissa Johnstone; number 25, Molly McCabe; number 2, Sammy Stefik; number 4, Taylor Molstead; and number 21, Michaela Shackley. And we are off and running at the Lions Den. We'll get to the starters for UCCS in just a moment. Just underway here at Gallagly Event Center in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us again for a double dose of college basketball. Hard Rockers, they are navy blue and gold and white trim. UCCS in their gold, white, and black trim. Abby Fikert, she fouled out last night, but she's looking to bounce back tonight. Very aggressive, tough player. Coach Lynn Plett said he told her that she's trying too hard. So just play your game, right? And the steal. And speaking of Fikert, her ears were burning. She's got the ball, and the Mountain Lions are making a run. Scoreless game just underway. Shot clock at 24. Seifert back to O'Flanagan to Fikert. They'll work it around. They had missed opportunities last night, left stuff on the table. You can bet the coaching staff talked to them about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of missed opportunities where you've had the easy lay-ins or the high percentage shots that they just weren't getting them to fall, either too much or too little on the ball. Hopefully they're able to clean that up tonight because they should have won last night.
I agree wholeheartedly. This is about bouncing back tonight. O'Flanagan inside, patience. And Anna Davern, good look. It just didn't get the roll, and that happened last night, Eric. They weren't getting stuff to fall.
Unfortunately, too much. So
scoreless, under 9 minutes in the first quarter. A lot of basketball to play. Hard Rockers almost lose control. Back out on the left elbow, the wing. Looking for help inside. Good defense so far by the Mountain Lions. They're going to have to play 4 quarters of defense for sure.
And they've been playing a great job of defense thus far. Blocked already.
Denied by Emily Seifert down to Davern. They're looking for a bucket, and that's walking. Starting 5 for UCCS, number 10, Emily Seifert, number 13, Anna Davern, number 20, Kelly O'Flanagan, 22, Kaylee Bernard, and number 23, Abby Fikert. Coached, as always, by Lynn Plett. School of Mines head coach, Ryan Larson. Still a scoreless game. Both teams trying to figure each other out. Both with a couple of decent looks so far, but haven't capitalized yet. She drives inside, back, sets up for the shot, in and out. The shot was attempted by Melissa Johnstone. She's out of Flower Mound, Texas, just like Abby Fikert. Boom! Fikert for 3 from outside.
Need to see a lot more of that tonight.
Yep. She didn't get a lot of that last night, but what a great start.
Yeah.
So she's 1 for 1 right now from 3-point. That's good. It's a great way to get off and rolling. And Hard Rockers from South Dakota. We call it Dakota weekend here. They had Black Hills State last night. South Dakota Mines tonight. Tonight's officials, Kevin Kazuski, Rad Carter, and Mark Van Gampleer.
A lot of good movement off the ball for UCCS so far to start the game.
Yep. And they look like the times we've seen them on the offensive end, they look very patient moving the ball around, looking for good shots. But again, this is a team that is built to run. Way off The bank and UCCS right where they need to be. Here comes O'Flanagan. Looking to add to their lead. Seifert outside to Bernard. Bernard, she was getting after it last night. Diving on the court, you name it. Travel, it'll go back the other way. So the Mountain Lions, the Lady Mountain Lions would be very happy to come out 1-1 this weekend before they go back on the road at Shadron State next Friday. Getting ready to check in, Jay Farron, number 25 for UCCS. Rebound, Seifert. They got to make this count. All the way out to Fikert. Fikert will put up another three off the rim. Ball fought for, rebound. Brought down by the Hard Rockers, and that's Sammy Stefik from Fort Collins. Chelsea Pearson will check in for UCCS.
Fikert just got in the lane there, broke up that pass. That was nice.
Yep.
Doing a great job on defense so far.
And she's coming out. I think Lynn Plant, that's a smart move. You know, she's had a few games she's fouled out. He's going to use her sparingly and just basically say, hey, play tough, but don't foul.
You know, another person that played very well last night was Gabler.
Oh, my gosh. Again,
she was all over the place as well, diving for balls.
When she comes off the bench, the dynamic of the team changes on the floor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Much more physical presence on the floor when she's in the game.
Yep. Very athletic. You know what she is? She's durable. Very durable. I like that shot inside the paint, too. Bump around, turn around, fade away. You got to use what you're comfortable with. A steal. Here comes the Hard Rockers. Yet to score. 6:16 and counting in the first. Pass underneath. Bumped. And that's their first bucket of the game. And that's Molly McCabe out of Centennial, Colorado. 3-2. Mountain Lions. Tatum Talene will check in. Number 44 for UCCS. And number 3, Jessica Lorenz for the Hard Rockers. Shot clock at 15. All the way across, picked off, and another turnover by UCCS with an errant pass.
Pretty uncharacteristic for Farron to do that.
It is. And when you're going to do that cross-court pass, you got to put some zip on it. The longer it's in the air, bad things can happen. Right elbow, feed inside. Shot clock at 10, and a steal. Farron gets it on a jump ball. So good job.
That's a way to redeem herself.
UCCS answers on the other end of the floor. Here comes Talene and Lorenz. There are 5 Colorado players on that South Dakota Mines team, which speaks volumes about our state here in Colorado. We got a talent pool that other people really want.
Yep, a lot of good basketball here in Colorado.
I think so. Of course, I'm biased. I live here. Chelsea Pearson, in, out. Rebound, and coming down with it is Taylor Molstad. They're down by 1. So UCCS has opportunities, Eric. They have to start cashing in. And it's better to do it early than wait until the fourth quarter.
Nice steal.
And a steal. Davern. Traveling on Davern. But it was a good opportunity for UCCS, but they'll call timeout. 4:59 remaining in the first quarter, Eric. So far, it's a 3-2 basketball game, not an offensive, good defense on both ends.
A lot of good defense. Unfortunately, UCCS not able to capitalize on all the shots that they've gone up. We like to see them. Obviously, it's almost the same. It feels like we've been here before, like last night. A lot of shots going up and not enough of them falling.
Yep, a little bit of a hangover sometimes on that, where you got to shake that off in the first quarter, shake off the rust a little bit, and then when you lose, it's always tough, especially when you lose a winnable game the night before. It takes something out of you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I'd like to see them do, one is get more into transition, get the run and gun, and then get those points in the paint, because so far most of their shots have been outside.
We talked about that last night. Gimmies. You got to take advantage of those gimmies. So UCCS, South Dakota Mines, will resume play. Hope you've had a good weekend so far. We had a very, very cold day yesterday. Today it kind of changed. That's how fast how fast the basketball game changes is what it's like with the weather here.
Yeah, we'll wait 5 minutes if you don't like the weather here.
Blink and miss it. 4:59, getting ready to resume play. South Dakota Mines and UCCS. Hard Rockers with the ball. Back out to the right elbow. Mountain Lions have played really good defense. Speaking of that, Anna Daverin gets her paw in there and knocks it out.
Yeah, they're clogging up the lanes. They're making the space not there.
Yep.
Eliminating it.
Not a lot of room to work.
No.
And that's what you want. Inbound for South Dakota Mines. That's Stefik with the ball. Dishes off. UCCS again. Lynn Plett said they left points on the table last night. They got to capitalize tonight. Shot in. Nope. Rolls out. Barron to a Flanagan. They want to run. Talene sets up for three. Off the rim. Ball fought for. Farron will get it. And they're going to need her a lot underneath in the paint tonight. Pearson looking for help. Back out to O'Flanagan. They'll set up shop.
Keep moving that ball.
Inside. Good look by Talene. Farron had it. Looked like a good shot, but it rolls off. So a little bit of that bug, Eric, of stuff not falling for you. Good pass underneath. And nope, not there. Pearson will come back the other end of the floor. And she'll wisely wait for help.
Glad she didn't force a shot that wasn't there.
Yep, that was a smart play. O'Flanagan will put it up for three. It's off. And Farron, it'll stay with UCCS.
For the Mountain Lions, number 24.
As we said, on the season, if you're just joining us, UCCS, they're 6-10 overall, 5-5 in the RMAC, 2-7 for South Dakota Mines, 5-8 in the RMAC. Talene all the way across to O'Flanagan. They're trying to get some quick ball movement. Talene off the rim. Struggling early with the long-range shots.
Yeah, I'd like to also see, especially with the shots that they're taking, do a little bit better job on the boards.
Ellie Johnson does a great job with a stuff, but it turns into a jump ball. Nicely done by the freshman. Checking in for South Dakota Mines. Back in is number 40, Melissa Johnstone. And if you look at the RMAC, we'll get to that in a minute. Whistle on the floor. A foul. Foul called on pushing on Tatum Talene for the Mountain Lions. Inbound South Dakota Mines. Pass inside to Johnstone. Back up. The clamps are being put on underneath by UCCS. Nice look underneath. And she gets the bucket. The finish, Jessica Lorenz from Littleton, Colorado. So South Dakota Mines takes their first lead of the game. 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Long range three by Pearson. Got it! Chelsea Pearson. They needed that.
Yeah, they did. That was a great look. Had plenty of time to drop that.
Here comes pressure defense and a pass. She's all by herself. Missed assignment in the paint underneath by the Mountain Lions.
Oh, they made that too easy for her.
They were napping. Pearson hit, looked like it pulled up for the jumper. Bounces off. Here comes the Hard Rockers. Pass way over their head underneath. Checking in, back in, Emily Seifert, number 10 for Jay Farron. Fikert, 23, she'll check back in for the Mountain Lions. She hit the first shot of this game. Fikert bringing it down to Talene on the right wing. She's looking inside, nothing there. Not a lot of movement underneath. And Seifert off the rim, knocks it back. And Fikert, nope, not enough.
Oh, they're just not getting those shots to fall.
Nope, and I think they need more of the transition game, Eric. Shot up! That's a great athletic play by Taylor Molstead from Rapid City. Now they lead 8-6.
Yeah. Get that ball moving.
Yep. Right across to Talene. Talene wanted somebody cutting through inside, but it's not there. And another turnover for the Mountain Lions. And here comes the Hard Rockers. Shackley with the ball. Long range three off the rim. So this is with this Bad shots and rebounds is seesaw right now.
Yeah, thankfully, neither team is doing a great job on them.
Nope.
Getting shots to drop right now.
1:12 left in the first. UCCS trying to work something inside. Ellie Johnson had the ball knocked away, but it'll stay Mountain Line basketball.
Should have dished that.
Yep.
Fikert was right there.
It looks like UCCS is trying to look for that spark, Eric. They need a couple of transition buckets to get that spark and get that groove going, and so far they haven't found that. Fikert all the way into Seifert. Gabler in the game now. We were talking about her. Pearson, got it! Chelsea Pearson answering the bell with another big three-pointer. Mountain Lions retake the lead. Under 49 seconds and counting. South Dakota Mines with the ball, down by 1. Quick movement. They'll take their 3 off the rim. Ellie Johnson in good position and snags the board. Here comes Fikert and company. Down the floor. Pearson, she'll set up shop and go back to work up top. Back to Fikert. Shot clock at 15. Game clock at 24. Whistle.
Traveling.
Yep, traveling on UCCS, so mental mistakes and turnovers. Davern checks back in, number 13 for UCCS. Here comes South Dakota Mines, 20 seconds and counting.
Well, I tell you, their defense is keeping them in this game right now.
Absolutely. Sometimes your good defense can be your best offense when you need it. Under 10 seconds left in the first quarter. South Dakota Mines with the ball. 5 seconds. Shot up. And good. And that was Stefik. And we are one and done. 1 quarter in the books at the Lions Den, Gallagher Event Center in Colorado Springs. We got a close one, the nail biter so far. A lot of defense and mental mistakes, but right now, South Dakota Mines leads 10-9 over UCCS. He's Eric Galstrin. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II Hoops in Colorado Springs. Stick with us, folks. We'll be right back. University of Colorado Springs. They're down by 1 to South Dakota Mines, and they've got the ball. Saw a lot of defense and turnovers in the first period. Let's see if the Mountain Lions can turn that around. Davern, they need to go on a run here. Fikert!
There you go.
Automatic Abby Fikert with another big 3. So Pearson and Fikert have been the answer offensively in this game. But they need to get the ball inside, Eric. They really need to find a way to do that.
Pearson has been piercing.
Yep. Shot up, in, out. Here comes Pearson, and she snatches a board. Here come the Mountain Lions. Davern back to Fikert. To Gabler. On the left elbow. Back to Fikert. Shot clock at 17. They've got time. But not a lot going on that side of the court. Davern inside. Good pass to Emily Seifert. Davern with the follow, and she'll get it.
Nice backup.
You got to have offensive rebounding, and they did a textbook job of it right there. Knocked away by Davern. She swats it. And
great defensive play.
It goes off her hand and hits Eric to our right, and he was cat quick in defending himself.
He caught that at the last second.
And he's laughing. Kudos to Eric for that quick reaction. Inside, The Hard Rockers looking back outside. Mountain Lions playing really good defense. And like Eric said, well, that's keeping them in the ball game.
Yeah,
Lead by 4.
With that slow start that they had, missing all those shots early on, their defense on this end of the deal is what's kept them in this game, and it kept them able to keep composure and not fall too far behind. Well, and now they're ahead because they're actually capitalizing on some shots.
That's a great point. When your shots aren't falling, you have to stick with the defensive end of it. Here comes Maddie Gola now in the game, number 11. And a steal, another one by the Hard Rockers, and she's by herself. Can Davern get there? No. The steal and the bucket, Sammy Stefik. They pull within 2. So the turnovers are biting them right now. Seifert looking for help. Back up to Gola. Back to Gabler. Gabler from downtown. In, out. And Stefik with the board. And the Hard Rockers, they're staying in this game by forcing turnovers, Eric.
Yeah.
Underneath. Johnstone gets herself underneath and uses the glass effectively.
Tie
back to
game.
Gabler at the other end. We're knotted at 14-all. Toledo check back in for the Mountain Lions. Fikert with the ball. Back to Gabler. Gabler outside. Gola will try her hand. Got it! Maddie Gola for 3. They extend the lead 17-14. 7:40 remaining in the first half. So the Mountain Lions have been able to hit some shots outside, but they really need to get that stuff inside going. Drives inside, kicks it out.
Nearly taken.
Yep, shot clock at 9 for the Hard Rockers. Shot up, off. Rebound, Davern, got it. She'll push back down the floor. South Dakota Mine's done a good job defensively inside so far in this game. Fikert will put it up for 3, in, out. Emily Seifert is there, and it's a jump ball. But Abby Fikert tonight, not shy about pulling the trigger.
No,
at all.
Doing a great job. She's
making some big shots.
Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 44.
To lead back in, number 40. Remember when I was still in my head last night when she went driving inside and hit the floor last night, and she hit it hard.
Yeah.
It bounces right back up. So that's a lot of resolve there. South Dakota Mines underneath, way up, and Fikert gets the rebound at 5'5".
Yeah, the smallest person on the floor.
Right.
She's the one that comes up with it.
Yep. Pass knocked away. Another turnover by the Mountain Lions. That's becoming a real nuisance for them in this game so far.
For
that's
the season.
That's actually keeping the game close. Feed underneath and knocked away. But there will be a foul called on UCCS. That's on Tatum Talene, number 44. You know, without the turnovers, UCCS has a bigger lead in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're allowing the Hard Rockers to stay in this game. Kayla Bernard, number 22, she'll check in. First shot from the free throw line. Good by Johnstone. Talene will check out.
Still playing physical ball just like last night. Doing a great job in that regard.
Yep. Johnstone cuts it to 1. Timeout. South Dakota Mines, 6:35 left in the first half. This game has been touch and go. There's been a lot of turnovers and a lot of big shots, and it's a one-point contest. He's Eric Gausser. I'm George Holden, watching and listening to NCAA Division II basketball. We'll be right back.
Alex Welch will have his number 25 jersey retired. Action starts at 5:30 p.m. when your UCCS women's basketball team tips off against MSU Denver.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been a foul. She just took that ball right out of her hands as she was going up for the shot. That shouldn't have been called. It should have just been a turnover. All ball on that. Nice follow through on that one.
Here we go, folks. Back to the Lions Den, back to women's basketball, college basketball. Mountain Lions down or up by 1 right now. And they've had the turnover bug this first half. They get rid of that, and they can get on a roll. Gola with the ball on the right wing. At least looking for help, gets it inside to Gabler. Gabler with the fadeaway, got it! That's become her little signature shot, the fadeaway in the paint. That's money. And here comes that pressure defense by the Mountain Lions. Getting scrappy. South Dakota Mines, she spins. Rejected by Davern. Good defense. Fikert with the ball, she'll slow it up. Now she'll cut back, knife her way to Gabler. Gabler with a spin. Another shot. Got it! Gabler with 2 buckets in a row. She's got the hot hand.
Extending that lead.
21-16.
And they're inside the paint. They're getting those shots close inside the high percentage ones.
There's a whistle on the floor. And there's a technical on South Dakota Mines. Wow. So the head coach for South Dakota Mines, Ryan Larson, he wasn't too happy with that call. Fikert will hit the first free throw. Things like this in games are turning points when stuff like this happens, but you got to take advantage of it.
And she did.
The second one. Hits them both. So the official will talk it over with head coach Ryan Larson for South Dakota Mines. And they're over at the side here discussing things. Now we'll resume play. South Dakota Mines. So a technical. UCCS goes to the line and gets both free throws. So if this game stays close, you can look for that to be a reason. Here comes Gabler with a turnover. UCCS. Bernard. Back out to Gabler. To Gola. Fikert.
She thought about
inside. Davern. Good look. Got it!
There, that's what we need. A lot more of that.
Easy peasy. Fikert to Davern with a little bounce pass inside, and they cash in. Errant pass. Johnstone. Fikert's all over it, and they're going to make it difficult. And Mountain Lions, great job defensively there. And another timeout. 25-16. UCCS leads South Dakota Mines. 5:11 remaining in the first half. I want to remind you, you can watch live and on-demand broadcasts right here. UCCS is part of an RMAC-wide agreement with Stretch Internet as the designated streaming partner. All games are available for free. They can be viewed on desktop, mobile devices, and the RMAC Network app channel through Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV. UCCS will also make select home games available on social media networks, including Facebook Live, Twitter via Periscope, and or YouTube. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, joined by my color analyst, Eric Gausserin. And right now, it looks like the Mountain Lions are taking a page out of South Dakota Mines' playbook, forcing some turnovers to kind of turn things on.
Yeah, and it's done a great job, too, because now they're got a comfortable lead. Now they just need to maintain it.
Yep. Gabler does a good job. Comes up and swats it, knocks it out of bounds, but
draws a foul.
Should be called for the foul, but some of those you're going to have to live with. So South Dakota Mines will inbound. That's Sammy Stefik from Fort Collins, Colorado. Again, 5 players for South Dakota Mines are products of Colorado high schools. A little bit of a homecoming for them, right?
Yeah.
Right elbow. Hard Rockers with the ball. Maddie Gola not letting her do much. Shot clock at 15. Game clock at 4:54. First half. Kicks it out. Long range 3. Off the rim. Rebound. Fikert with another board. Here they come. Mountain Lions. Gabler. Far side of the court. Back to Fikert. Works it out to Bernard. Nope. Back to Fikert. And then want to get something inside. Now Fikert cuts through. Shot clock at 15. Gola. Not a lot going on in the paint. Gabler. Shot clock at 7. They're going to have to do something here. Dishes off to Fikert. The pass inside, and it's a turnover.
God, those are getting costly.
Yeah. They've got to find their rhythm with passing. and the personnel they have on the floor. Driving inside, errant pass. And they'll be called for a foul.
You know, UCCS doing a good job on rebounds right now. 19 boards against 11 for South Dakota.
Foul will be called on number 22, Kaylee Bernard for the Mountain Lions. Shooting at the line, number 4, Taylor Molstead. And she gets the first one.
And they're also doing a great job from three-point land, 45%.
Yep. And O'Flanagan will check in for Fikert, because head coach Lynn Plett's got to keep an eye on fouls.
10 turnovers so far for UCCS.
Wow. That's basically giving it away. O'Flanagan to Gola. Clock under 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play. UCCS with the lead, but they could be up by much more if they just get rid of that turnover problem. Shot off. Bernard,
nice.
Good job. Gets the rebound and gets it back to O'Flanagan. Feeds inside to Gabler. Gabler with the fadeaway. Nope. Off balance. That was an off balance shot. And here comes South Dakota Mines. Right wing. And a whistle. It'll go against South Dakota Mines. It'll go UCCS. Check it in, Ellie Johnson, number 24, number 3, Chelsea Pearson for UCCS.
Chelsea Pearson.
Right now, in the RMAC standings, UCCS a little bit below the middle. South Dakota Mines, only 3 teams with tougher records: New Mexico Highlands, Chadron State, and Adams State. Bernard back to Johnson, to Pearson. They want to get something inside, Eric. You can see that they're trying to get that done.
Yeah, but you know, you want to see them do that, but at the same time, they could easily do that.
Gabler, fantastic job of going inside, turning around, kicking it back to Bernard, letting her have the 3. Lynn Plett coaxing his team. Pass inside. Bernard with the steal at the other end of the floor. That's good hustle.
Yeah, they're 5 of 12 from three-point land, so they're getting them to fall.
Yep, underneath. Gets the shot. Ellie Johnson and a chance at a 3-point play. Ellie Johnson,
good concentration.
Eagle, Idaho. 6-foot freshman. Great job. Jay Farron will check in for Maddie Gabler. And again, Gabler comes in and the dynamic changes. And the thing is, Lynn Plett and his staff know when to do that. When to insert and when to pull back out and change your personnel. 30-18 Mountain Lions starting to pull away. They're looking to have a strong finish in the first half. And trap defense by the Mountain Lions. They're in predator mode.
Oh, they are.
2:24 remaining in the first half. South Dakota Mines with the ball, and they're down. Shot clock at 8. Working around on the right wing. Shot up, good. That's number 21, Michaela Shackley with that shot. Pulls them to within 10. Inside to Farron. Thought about it. Nice pass, Jay Farron.
Great assist.
Johnson. That's court awareness in the paint right there.
Easily had the shot. Decided to go for the high percentage one inside. Great play.
Poise and
good heads up
by Jay Farron. Long 3. Got it. An answer at the other end. Taylor Molstead. Pearson with the ball. Back to O'Flanagan. Pass knocked away. Out of bounds. It'll stay Mountain Lion basketball. 1:32 remaining in this first half. Mountain Lions need to make a statement before halftime, before intermission. Pearson. Farron to Bernard. Underneath to Farron and loses control and a steal by South Dakota Mines. You can bet that's going to be the topic of discussion at halftime, right, Eric?
Oh, for sure.
Crosses over, gets the shot. Great look. Sammy Stefik. Quick cut and went right to the basket. Looks like she's done that a couple times. O'Flanagan loses. It'll stay UCCS ball. 53.5 seconds left in this first half. O'Flanagan will inbound for the Mountain Lions. Pearson. O'Flanagan will take it. Off. Rebound. Here comes South Dakota Mines. She'll take it and get the shot. Taylor Molstead heating up. Clock runs 36-35. O'Flanagan. Shot clock at 19. They can work for a good shot here. They've got time. O'Flanagan. Back to Barnard. She'll drive inside, take the shot, and it just doesn't get there. Game clock, 14 seconds. South Dakota Mines should have the last effort before halftime. 4 seconds. Knocked away by UCCS. 2 seconds. Long range shot, and it's off. And we're 1/2 in the books. Right now, 32-27 at halftime. UCCS leads South Dakota Mines. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, along with my partner in crime, Eric Gausser. Eric, this first half has been I would say a tale of turnovers.
Absolutely. UCCS, if they can clean up that aspect of their game, they would be up probably 45-27 right now. The turnovers are huge because not only are you not getting points on the board, but you're giving the other team another opportunity to score against you. The other thing is fast break points.
Yeah.
UCCS is 0 for right now on fast break points versus 10 points for their opponent. So you've got 7 steals versus 5 steals. UCCS has got to clean up that aspect of their game to continue to pull away and build on the lead. They were leading by as much as 12 at one point. Now it's a 5-point game.
Yep, that'll change the dynamic of turnovers. Mental mistakes have been huge in the first half. You can bet Lynn Plett and his staff will try to iron that out and adapt and adjust and fix that, being able to tell their team, hey, you get rid of these turnovers. We just focus on that. This is a different ball game in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And, they're getting a lot of contribution from the bench. They've got 18 points. So there's no letdown depending on the rotation. It's like he's got 2 starting teams that he's rotating in.
Right.
They're all able to score. They're all doing their part and doing a great job in that area. It's just not closing the deal like in the first quarter with getting easy shots to fall and then the turnovers. That's going to be an Achilles heel for them if they don't figure out how to clean that up.
Yep, well said. He's Eric Gausser. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball. We're at halftime, 13:35 on the clock. UCCS dance team on the floor right now. We will take a break here at halftime, but we will come back in just a little bit, and we'll get you set for second half action here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II Hoops, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference in Colorado Springs.
The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion. majestic mountain lion, the perfect combination of size and deadly agility. This big cat is capable of speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, when properly motivated. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
So much quieter with these. Put it on, it's so quiet.
beat. Springs, 3:43 on the clock here at halftime. And right now, the Mountain Lions, the women's team, taking on South Dakota Mines. They lead 32-27. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, joined by Eric Gausred. And Eric, we had a chance to talk through the first half. We had a chance to also talk right before we got off the last time, talking about the turnovers for UCCS and a tale of turnovers. And if you're Lynn Plett, what did he say to his team? What do you think he said to his team at halftime in the locker room?
It had to be turnovers. That and finish the play. You can't go all the way down there, take your shot. One, not having anyone there for the rebound. That's been costly.
That's key.
I mean, they're doing a great job on the defensive side.
Not the offensive.
But the offensive side, they've had nobody home for most of their boards. The shots that they are getting off, at least in the first quarter, they were missing the mark. Too much, too little, right, left, what have you. And no one's there for the rebound. And then the turnovers.
Costly.
Turnovers. Yeah. And they're lucky that they're up like they are. It's a credit to the defense that they're playing that they are actually up right now. Because if you didn't know better, you'd think that they would not be. So that would be the biggest thing for them is to just boards on the offensive side and turnovers. You clean up those two things, they're going to run away with this game.
I would agree. You're looking at the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference women's standings so far. UCCS, as we said right now, 6-10 overall, 5-5 in conference play, kind of right in the middle of the pack. And South Dakota Mines, they're 5-9 overall, 2-8. They're really struggling. If you look at South Dakota Mines has 10 players on their roster, and UCCS is a lot more than that. So this is a team that's kind of thin with bodies right now, and they're trying to find a way to get it done. But they're within striking distance of a UCCS team struggling with turnovers. The RMAC women's standings right now, look at the teams to beat, Eric. Colorado Mesa, 10-0 in conference, 13-1 overall. Westminster, 10-0 in conference, 12-2. Those are the 1-2 punch. Those are the teams to beat. So UCCS kind of right below the middle of the pack, but they're right on the cusp of being right in the middle of the pack and being able to make a push for playoffs and postseason. But when you look at the first half, they can't have first halves like they had here.
No, and you look at their record, and they could just as easily be 10-6 versus 6-10.
I would agree with that.
They've had so many nail-biting, close losses. We dubbed them the cardiac cats because they're in the game until the very end of it. With all of their losses, it saves maybe one or two of their losses. They've been in all of those games to the very end, and it's either a missed opportunity here or like a woulda, coulda, shoulda scenario where all they needed was maybe do better job at the free throw line, or maybe it's land one more three, or it's. And the turnovers, like you eliminate one or two turnovers each game, and their record is 10-6 versus 6-10.
Yep, it's the little things that make the big difference in the end, right? It's the not giving the ball up, forcing turnovers on your side. And again, I'll say it a million times, but this is a UCCS team. When you watch them play, when they're able to run and get that flow and go game of basketball, they are comfortable, they're poised, they have control, and that's what they're going to have to get back to, because they're actually in that half-court game. They're able to hit some big shots, but they're really struggling trying to feed the ball inside in the paint. If they're going to play that kind of game, they're going to have to do a better job of that in the second half.
Absolutely.
And here we go, getting set for second half action. We're underway. Mount Lions, they lead the Hard Rockers 32-27, and they have the ball. Seifert, it's knocked away, and she recovers. Davern. They got to clean that up with the turnovers, and I'm sure that was a huge topic at halftime, as Eric and I discussed. O'Flanagan back out to Fikert. She's going to have to still play tough and stay out of foul trouble. Good pass underneath. Gets her own rebound. Bernard, second effort. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Kaylee Bernard out of Floyd, New Mexico. She's a 5'9" junior guard. So
I can't wait to see what they do next year with all this talent coming back and all the minutes that they're getting. Oh, they should be out of this world.
Hits the first one. And the more you play with the same kind of teammates year after year, you're going to mesh and gel and just get better. And Bernard hits them both, 100% from the line. They shot well last night from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. And here comes that defense. Errant pass, but the Hard Rockers stick with it. Molstead got it.
What a great
she's got the ball.
name. What a great school name, Hard Rockers.
All right, that's awesome. Long range three off the rim. Seifert there for the Mountain Lions. Kicks it out to O'Flanagan, all the way up to Bernard. She wants Davern, but it's not there. O'Flanagan up top. And back to Bernard. Fikert is very mobile. She's moving.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's all over.
Trying to get a look. And it's knocked away, and another turnover. And that's Sammy Stefik. So turnovers continue, Eric.
Yep.
Haven't found a way to solve it. Inside, knocked away. Fikert to snatch it and get it away. Almost lost control. Kicks it back up to Bernard. O'Flanagan with a nice pass to Davern. Back up to Bernard. She thought about it. Fikert, she'll pull the trigger. Got it! Automatic Abby Fikert.
11 points for her on the night.
Makes the net whisper.
I think she leads all scorers.
Yep. She's hit 3 threes that I know of today. Another long three out. Rebounded. And a foul. And it'll go on Bernard. And the foul was committed against Taylor Molstead.
Foul call on number 22, Kaylee Barnard. Her second personal foul. First team foul.
So her first personal foul. 10-point game. Hard Rockers will inbound on the far sideline. Molstead. Guarded by Bernard. She's a salty defender. Feed inside, good look, and knocked away, denied by Emily Seifert. They get it back.
Another turnover.
The feed underneath. John Stone. Shot up. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Bernard to O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan back up to Davern. And it's another turnover, a high pass. And that was picked off by McCabe. Shot up, rolls off the backboard, but it'll go back Mountain Lion way. So we're seeing a lot of the high arcing passes. Maybe you need to see more of the bounce passes, that type of stuff, in order to kind of stop the bleeding with the turnovers a little bit. O'Flanagan. Davern. Back to Fikert on the left elbow. Good pass inside to Seifert. Outside to O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan drives. Stop, pop, off the rib. Seifert there. Too much. Well, they're going to get Kaylee Bernard for another foul. So Seifert had a good look.
She did. And that was the tail of the first quarter. You've got those balls that are right there that are just not falling.
Maddie Gabler checks in for Kaylee Bernard. So Lynn Plunt's done a good job of making sure she gets it at the right time. We'll see if that trend continues. Hard Rockers with the ball. Down by 10 by a dime. Left wing. Hard Rockers. Fikert playing good defense. Shot clock at 15. Clock at 6:47 and counting in the third quarter.
A lot of great movement by both teams off the ball.
Yep. And a charge. Offensive foul will go against Taylor Molstead of South Dakota Mines, and it'll be Mountain Lion basketball. And the head coach, Ryan Larson,
not happy.
Call. Right, imagine that. Coaches aren't happy when their players foul, right? Gabler with the ball in the right wing.
Not happy with their player and not happy with the ref for calling it.
Right. And denied Fikert, and another steal. And that's Stefik. All the way across. Long three. Got it. Shackley from Arvada, Colorado hits it and cuts the deficit to 7. So that, again, the turnover problem continues this half. Davern. Seifert. Shot up short. He short arms it. Rebound. South Dakota Mines back the other way. Mountain Lions aren't careful. They're going to find themselves down after turnovers. Got to sew that up. Hard Rockers looking for help inside.
And they're unforced turnovers. They're doing it to themselves. It's not like a steal where they're
errant.
earning. Yeah, it's just an errant pass. So not putting enough zip on it. It's not like they're dribbling the ball and someone runs up behind them and takes the ball away. In that regard, it's just not crisp passes. Trying to keep it up instead of a bounce pass or what have you.
Jay Farron has checked in, and Chelsea Pearson for UCCS.
They're not creating lanes for themselves to be able to get the ball.
Oh! Monster 3 by the Hard Rockers. They are inching back into this game, down by 4. Mountain Lions need an answer. Gabler. Traveling on UCCS. So, a little bit from bad to worse, Eric.
You got to stop it. It's hard to win games when you're turning it over. And credit to them for having a lead right now, but if they continue on this path, they're not going to keep it.
Yep, traveling on South Dakota Mines, that's Johnstone.
What a great name, Johnstone.
It is.
With the Hard Rockers. I feel like it's like...
I'm Johnstone and I play for the Hard Rockers.
Yeah, it's
How
like
cool is that?
Flintstones.
Only you would come up with that. Maddie Gabler with the ball for UCCS. Farron inside to Davern. Shot up, off, and Farron to jump ball. And it's gonna be a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. And so far, the opening minutes of this third period, South Dakota Mines has continued to get turnovers. They've generated points. They find themselves within striking distance of taking the lead again in this game. He's Eric Gausman. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II hoops and the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference right here in Colorado Springs. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. Hard Rockers and Mountain Lions in Colorado Springs. Hard Rockers have fought their way back. Mountain Lions got to find a way to stop it and extend their lead. Right now it's being threatened. Hard Rockers underneath, working for the shot. Good job defensively by Gabler, and she gets the board, and she wants to run. Other end of the floor, Davern. Back out to Farron. To O'Flanagan. Shot clock at 18. Lynn Plett very animated with his team, being vocal. Back out to Davern, to Farron. Not a lot inside. They're going to have to force the issue. O'Flanagan, shot clock at 2. Pearson, and puts it up from three-point range. Hits the back of the rim. Good defense on that series by the Hard Rockers.
A really good defense. That zero opportunity for UCCS to get inside to be able to get a closed-in shot.
They can close it within a bucket right here. They do! And they get a chance at a three-point play. So just like that, the game changes. Hard Rockers have found an answer, Eric. And what it is they're getting the turnovers and getting points off them. So UCCS is basically gift wrapping that.
They're keeping them in this game by turning the ball over.
Yep. Jessica Reds at the line hits. And they are down by a point. So UCCS got to find a way to stop the bleeding here. They need something going on offense. Flanagan, someone's got to step up. The stuff almost stolen. Johnson recovers, gets it back to Pearson. They dodged a bullet there. Gabler. O'Flanagan. Gabler. Got it! Maddie Gabler. How many times has she done that? And hits a big shot at Gabler. Picks it off. Gets the turnover. And she'll set up shop. Drives inside. Pass. Johnson. Nope, nothing. Drives under the hoop. Tries to kick it back out, but it is taken again.
Another turnover.
You know, and you'd like to see some bounce passing at this point. Back outside. Mountain Lions back to that 4-point advantage. And the strip, good job by Jay Farron. All the way down to Gabler. And they're going to call the foul. Well, Gabler goes back in the game, Eric, and then things change again. I'm telling you, she's like that
spark plug,
sixth man that comes in, and it's a different dynamic, different type of team when they're in there. Because their attitude is, I'm going to make a play. I'm going to find a way to make a play. Pearson to Gabler.
Plenty of time.
Yep. Work the shot clock.
Yeah, they got to keep that ball moving.
Yep, because they're not having a lot of
they got to
success getting in the paint. Gabler's going to drive and take that little jumper. Ooh, in, out. Farron does a good job trying to get that rebound, but
can't hold on.
Throws it out of bounds. 2:20 left in the third quarter of play. Back out. Inside. Hard Rockers. Spin. Working the angle. Knocked away. Great defensive effort by the Mountain Lions. Pearson and a bounce pass all the way across. Gabler thought about it. Nope. I'll get it back to Farron. Inside to Johnson. Back to Gabler. Pearson will set up for three.
Ooh.
In, out, and Gabler comes
rebound.
out of nowhere and gets the rebound. Sets it up. Nope.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Offensive rebounding. Farron. Nope. And Pearson drive. Force the shot.
Draw
She'll
the
go to
foul.
the line. That's a great series by the Mountain Lions. And it was key with Gabler getting that rebound and getting him another shot.
Yep.
This foul will be called on number 3, Jessica Arenz for South Dakota Mines. 1:45 left in this third quarter. Mountain Lions with the ball and the lead by 4. Ellie Johnson, the freshman, muscles her way in. Not enough on it. Hard Rockers get it back. They just won't go away.
No, and another interesting.
And the long-range three, in, out, O'Flanagan there. Gets the rebound.
Still no fast break points for UCCS tonight.
Gabler, nope. And the pass knocked away. More effective in those situations with a different type of pass.
Yeah.
Inside. Abby Fikert will check in for UCCS. Good, great look, and great finish underneath by Molly McCabe for South Dakota Mines. Pearson with the ball on the left wing for UCCS. We're under a minute to play in the third. Lynn Plett talking to his team.
Not a lot of movement off the ball right now.
Nope, and not enough going on underneath. Gabler drives, good pass underneath. And it's a jump ball. 41.8 seconds on the clock. Emily Seifert and Abby Fikert will check in for the Mountain Lions. O'Flanagan and Farron will check out. So UCCS is able to maintain the lead, but it's too close for comfort right now.
Way too close.
Fikert all the way out to Gabler. She'll set up. Shot clock at 7. They got to hurry. Out to Pearson. Pearson with a head fake. Looking for help. Seifert will take the shot. Got it! Great awareness and great execution by UCCS.
And a good pass.
Yep. A crisp, high percentage pass.
Yeah, bounce pass no less.
Yes. Hard Rockers with the ball. Clock 16 seconds and counting. Shot put up, knocked away. Good job by Seifert. Here comes Ellie Johnson, the freshman. Shot clock at 7. Gabler with the ball. All the way out to Pearson. Got it! Chelsea Pearson with a dagger right there. And we are 3 down. And what a way to finish the third quarter and come back. UCCS, they lead 45-38 over South Dakota Mines. He's Eric Gausford. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball. We want to remind you that you can watch live and on-demand broadcasts here. UCCS is part of an RMAC-wide agreement with Stretch Internet as the designated streaming partner. All games are available for free and can be viewed on desktop, mobile devices, and the RMAC Network app channel through Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV. UCCS will also make select home games available on social media networks, including Facebook Live, Twitter, via Periscope, and/or YouTube. One more quarter to play, Eric. At UCCS, they've been threatened score-wise a few times because South Dakota Mines able to stay in this game with capitalizing on turnovers. You know, you look at it, in my estimation, in the fourth quarter, if UCCS says, you know what, we're done with the turnovers, no more in the fourth quarter, play our brand of basketball, they should be able to pull away.
Oh, they'd probably add a 10-point
And it sounds
lead.
like a broken record, we're saying that, but that's really the emphasis on what's going on.
It's 17 points for the Rockers
Off turnover.
off turnovers.
What a different ball game if those turnovers are even cut in half, right? Even a fourth of the turnovers. So, officials are getting us set for fourth quarter. Don't forget, folks, we have another double dose of basketball here at the Lions Den. After this game, 7:30 tip-off, the men's game against South Dakota Mines. Hope you can stick around for that. Eric and I will, because I'm making it. Hard Rockers.
You know, funny thing, credit to UCCS for being able to play a different style of basketball. They actually have the lead right now, no fast break points, and there are only 7 points on turnovers, and then only 10 points in the paint tonight.
Yep, that hurts. Molly McCabe with a big three there for South Dakota Mines. UCCS, they got to put this away. Big time.
So they've got a lead in with their weakness, or what would seemingly be their weakness. They're not getting points in the paint.
Gabler with another little jump shot. She has the most effective inside shot with this team. So she extends it to 6 again. Of course, the Hard Rockers find a way to hit shots when they need to, right?
Yep.
And they stay in the contest.
And the turnovers are helping them.
The Mountain Lions need to find a way to put the dagger in the heart.
Good defense.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Mountain Lions are stingy. Stick with it. Short arm shot. And great job. And here comes Abby Fikert weaving her way through traffic. Maddie Gabler. Fikert will put it up for 3. Oh, in and out. That had a chance. Back to South Dakota Mines. Sammy Stefik. She's had a good night. Anna Davern will check in momentarily for the Mountain Lions. They get the board. Gabler. Who else? Back the other way to Pearson. Inside to Ellie Johnson. Back out to Gabler. Gabler put it up for 3. In, out. And she got her own rebound, but
Off the backboard.
Yep. Gets a bad bounce. So Anna Davern checks in for UCCS. And Ellie Johnson checks out. And Ellie Johnson, as a freshman, she's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the
She's
future.
still learning the college game.
5 points on the night.
Yep. So here come the Hard Rockers.
A block, a couple steals. She's had a good night.
Hard Rockers, one of those teams, realized they weren't invited to the party, and they stick around. Shot up, there it is. Molstead with another big little roller shot.
Yeah,
They pulled in 4 again.
Yep. They're like the Wedding Crashers right now.
Right? Great movie, by the way. Davern. Back to Pearson. Gabler's got it on the right wing. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Good pass inside. Good look to Davern. And great pass to Gabler, and she'll draw the foul in the paint.
Nice.
Clock stops at 7:31. Great execution. Need to see more of that from the Mountain Lions. That's good offensive basketball. But a credit to the Hard Rockers. They made life very tough inside of the paint tonight for UCCS to get any decent looks.
Well, yeah, but the percentage of the amount of times that UCCS has gone down the court, too, has been minimized by their turnovers. So it seems like they're doing a great job on defense, but
in reality,
it's
their
the
job's been made
turnovers.
easier by the
Yes.
turnovers.
Yes.
Gabler. Got it.
Nice.
She's having a solid night again. Tatum Clean will check in for Maddie Gabler.
That's 9 points for her tonight.
Yep, and Gabler's a junior. What's she going to be like next year?
A pit bull.
Yep. So here we go. Hard Rockers with the ball. UCCS trying to extend that lead. They need to get it into double digits. Shot up, off. Fikert with the board. Here they come. Matt Lyons looking for more. Pass to Seifert. Game clock at 7:04. Shot clock at 19. Back up top to Tatum Colleen. And Pearson just back and forth up top. There's a good look inside to Davern with, had the move and short arms the shot. Saw that last night as well. Not as much tonight, but it was an issue last night. It goes up and gets the foul. South Dakota Mines, that's number 40, Melissa Johnstone. She will go to the free throw line. So 6:37 on the clock. This is where free throws really start to matter down the stretch here. Hits the first one. Off on the second one. Rebound, Pearson.
That's the first missed free throw tonight.
That's impressive.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
Free throws and turnovers have basically kept him in this game. Fikert, Davern.
That's for both teams.
Yeah.
That was the very first one to miss.
So both teams have been on point from the line. And knocked away by Sammy Stefik of the Hard Rockers.
Not a lot of time.
9 seconds left on the shot clock. Toledo inbound for the Mountain Lions. Get the play set up. They got to work fast. Toledo back to Pearson. They're getting smothered, and it's 4 seconds. Back to Pearson. She's going to have to put it up. Boy, great defense that time by South Dakota Mines. They made it very difficult on the Mountain Lions. A lot of basketball left to play in this one.
Great defensive stand.
Yep. O'Flanagan will come back for UCCS. So up top
of movement
of the key, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Great job by Chelsea Pearson. Strips it. Pass up to Fikert. Fikert looking for the bucket and forces it too quick.
Not able to draw the foul.
Yep. I thought she was going to get it, but she didn't get set. And O'Flanagan's back in, checks in for Chelsea Pearson.
Pearson had a great night so far tonight.
Oh, yeah. Here comes Stefik and the Hard Rockers. They're going to set up. They keep getting ever so close. Can't break the threshold yet. And a stuff by Emily Seifert. Hands it off to O'Flanagan to Toledo. Needs to wait for help. Wants to go to Davern. Davern told her no. She's like, no, it's not there. And you need that communication. Head movement, whatever, eye movement, whatever, to let them no, it's not here. No, wait.
If I told you Abby Fikert had 0 personal fouls tonight, would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
None.
So when Coach Lynn Plett said she's trying too hard, she took it to heart.
Yeah.
Toledo up, that shot's off. Rebound, Fikert, and just can't get enough on it. Under 5 minutes to play. UCCS hanging on. Long range three. South Dakota Mines off the backboard, in and out, no good. Davern with the board, kicks it out to Fikert, back to O'Flanagan.
Under 4:45 to play.
Ellie Johnson will check back in for UCCS in just a bit. Toledo, they're working around the outside. Fikert on the left wing. Trying to get it to Seifert inside. Nope, Fikert thought about it. Back out to Toledo. Long three, that's off. And a rebound, South Dakota Mines. Defik on the outside, left wing. Now they work it around. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Game clock at 4:04. In, out, Seifert's there. All the way across, so Flanagan to Talene. She was going to do it. Now she's back up to Seifert.
Keep that ball moving.
They get good pass in. That's a great pass to and a nice look. Got it!
Nice.
Seifert, great execution by UCCS. They were painfully patient on that series, and they got the shot.
They needed that shot.
Boy, did they ever. Maddie Gola will check in for UCCS. She's an Arizona product. Shot up, in, out. O'Flanagan. Good opportunity here for the Mountain Lions. Flanagan behind the back, takes a little roller. Oh, in, out. Looked like it had a good chance.
I thought that was going to drop.
And it'll go back the other way. So great recovery, quick recovery by UCCS. They lead 51-43 over South Dakota Mines. 3:17 left in this ballgame. He's Eric Gausrin. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball here in Colorado Springs. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II hoops in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, folks. UCCS basketball back underway.
Here we go. Thank you, Eric. I had to get adjusted here. Eric, he's a good wingman. Here we go. South Dakota Mines. George Holden, Eric Gausrin. 3:09 left in this game. UCCS, they've struggled. They're leading, but they need to put this game away and finish. And a great follow-up by the Hard Rockers. Sammy Stefik gets it, puts it in. Clock stops at 3:01. Another timeout on the floor. Remind you, this is a doubleheader of basketball. Again, there'll be another game right after this, 7:30 tip-off for the men's game. Also want to remind you that you can watch live and on-demand broadcasts right here. UCCS is part of an RMAC-wide agreement with Stretch Internet as the designated streaming partner. All games are available for free. They can be viewed on desktop, mobile devices, and the RMAC Network app channel through Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV. UCCS will also make select home games available on social media networks, including Facebook Live, Twitter via Periscope, and or YouTube. 3:01 left on the clock. Eric, if you look at UCCS, still have a little bit of a turnover playing in the second half, but they've stopped the bleeding a little bit. Able to hit some big shots, work under the hoop for some key shots. What do you think they need to do to finish this thing off?
Well, turnovers, obviously. They've turned it over 19 times tonight. The other aspect of it is not just with turnovers, but just being patient with the shot.
Right.
They're getting the high percentage looks. They're just not finishing the shot. Too strong, too weak, rushing it, not making sure that they're playing it or square it up right. Clean up that. They should come out with the win tonight.
I would agree. Focus and finish, right, at this point.
Yeah, just
And play clean basketball.
a little polish.
Here comes that full court pressure defense by the Hard Rockers. They know they've got to make a run. It's got to happen now. Maddie Gola getting swarmed on, and she'll be fouled. And that'll go against Taylor Molstead, number 4. Maddie Gola, this whole team last night on a defense, that was the best defensive, most physical defensive performance I've seen all season. What a great game. 2:45. Mountain Lions with the ball all the way around to Flanagan. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time.
Working clock.
Yep. And work for that high percentage shot and that good look.
Yeah, just make sure that you actually get the bucket with all this time that you're draining.
Yep. Or draw the foul, either way.
Yeah.
Inside, feed to Davert. Spins, puts the shot up, it's off. Knocked away. And Toledo come up with it. Offensive rebounding is crucial, especially in points in games like this. That's a nice job right there, so they'll reset the shot clock. Continues to roll. We're closing in on 2 minutes left in this game.
Still pretty much anyone's game.
Yep, it could go either way. Mountain Lions got to finish inside. Good pass to Davert. The cutter inside to lead, and too much on it. It was there. The door was open, and they don't take advantage.
And a costly turnover by the Rockers. That pass was too much.
Tell you what.
Bet she wants that ball back.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. O'Flanagan out to Tulane. 142 and counting. Can't go fast enough for the Mountain Lions. 51-45. They got to close. Gola with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Gola back inside. Davern, if she gets the look, nope, and it's a turnover. So here comes South Dakota Mines.
They don't have a lot of time. They need to get some shots now.
And they're going to get Anna Davern will get called for the foul. Number 13, the freshman. Johnson and Davern, the two freshmen. It's key here with your team. You've got two freshmen on the floor with the game's a little bit still in doubt. 110. What a great opportunity for them to learn.
Oh, yeah.
In situations like this is situational basketball. So South Dakota Mines. Inside, good feed. Stefik will put it up left-handed. Nope. Good defense by O'Flanagan. Tulane comes down with it. Under a minute to play.
All right, look for a quick foul.
Yep. So they're going to have to start fouling. Yeah. There it is. And that'll be Sammy Stefik. Eric Gausrin got something right. I'm proud of him. As he's laughing over here. He's just excited because his New Orleans Saints are playing for the NFC Championship tomorrow, and he thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. So, O'Flanagan, which I think they are too. Foul, another one. And 49 seconds. So, for all intents and purposes, Eric, if UCCS gets out of here with a win, the old saying, you dodged a bullet, it's pretty accurate.
It's not so much that they dodged a bullet. It's just costly turnovers. I mean, you clean up that one area there with the errant passes, they're fine. Like we were alluding to earlier, they could easily be 10-6 as opposed to 6-10 on the season with if they just clean up the turnovers.
Right.
You like to see them get one more bucket just to, put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. But I expect to see the Hard Rockers foul, and foul some more to keep just to stop that clock, regardless of whether or not they're putting UCCS on the line. If they can get back and drain some threes, they can get right back in this game. Trading 2 for 3.
Yep. And you look at it. UCCS, we talked about it, I don't know how many times now, but you can see how much they want to establish a transition game. But the last couple of times we've seen it, it just hasn't worked out. But once they're able to break that barrier and the kind of that dam cuts loose, it's going to be game on. But yeah, it's tough right now.
And credit to the Rockers.
Yep.
They're 0-for. UCCS is 0-for on fast breaks tonight.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, a lot of times you got to be something that you're not when you want to win, which is versatile, but
which is what they're doing tonight. Like I said earlier, they've had a tremendous amount of turnovers. They've had only 9 steals. They've given up 17 points off of turnovers, and they've got the lead.
Yep.
Which means that they're doing it in other ways other than what they're accustomed to doing it.
Yep. Davern will get the ball. 38 seconds in counting. They'll foul Davern. And it's what, like you said, it's one of those things. You're going to feel like when you win games that way, you kind of want to pull your hair out sometimes because you're going, we're making it tougher on ourselves than it needs to be.
And essentially that's what they're doing. The good thing is there's enough talent on this team that they can overcome that. They just need to work on their passing.
What a great point. You can overcome it, hits the first free throw. They can overcome it playing a team with a lesser record, but really, sometimes you play up, sometimes you play down.
Yeah, and I don't know that they're playing up or down. It's not so much that who they're playing against. Like, they should have a much larger lead than what they actually have. The issue isn't who they're playing. It's the issue is that their passing isn't crisp enough. They're not bounce passing when they need to, and they're not throwing the ball to the person to get them open. They're throwing it to where the person is, so that people are able to get their arms in the lanes and come up with turnovers.
He'll basically throw the right pass for the right play.
Yeah.
Abby Fikert, she'll check in. We've got a little over 33 seconds left in this game. South Dakota Mines, they missed both free throws. They needed those big time. They get another chance for a long three, way off the rim. Tatum Talene goes up and just rips it down. 24.7 seconds, and she'll be fouled.
That's about a ball game at this point.
Yep.
If they make both of these, there's not enough time.
What did Don Meredith used to say on Monday Night Football? Turn out the lights, the party's over.
Yeah.
Tatum Talene at the line. She'll try to put the icing on the cake. Hits the first one. Abby Fikert.
What's going to check in, and now coach
is going to... Let's look at the positives tonight. Like you said, Abby Fikert, no fouls.
None.
So, huge. Turnaround from last night. Absolute turnaround.
And 11 points.
Yep.
She's tied with Molsted and Gabler.
Yep. So we're under 10 seconds. UCCS, they find a way. Even with the turnover bug, they find a way to get the job done. And that will about do it. 57-45, UCCS Mountain Lions. They will go to 7-10 on the season. More importantly, Eric, they're now 6-5 with a winning record in conference play. South Dakota Mines will drop to 2-8, 5-9 in RMAC play. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Lion basketball, joined by my partner, Eric Galstrand. And Eric, I know we harped on it a lot tonight, but we kept talking about turnovers. And you know what? It was crucial tonight and allowed, I'm going to say this, a less talented South Dakota Mines team to stick around and have a chance.
Yeah.
And they did. They did a really good job, an effective job of sticking around, capitalizing on some of those turnovers. They took the lead a couple of times, but lost it quickly. But UCCS, they had enough bench power to come in and hit some shots and make plays when they needed to.
Yeah, speaking of bench, 30 points off the bench tonight.
Huge. And another, that's one. Number two, Abby Fikert, foulless tonight. She fouls out last night, no fouls tonight. So whatever was said to her, it sunk in, it worked. And she had 11 points, hit some big threes when she needed to. Maddie Gabler, once again, off the bench, turning this into a different team, and she's that boost when they need it on the floor, whether it's scoring, whether it's rebounds, whatever, she gets it done. So UCCS finding alternative ways to win, and that's the sign of a pretty good team.
Yeah, the bench, you get 30 points there. You don't get any fast break points, which is crazy. Only 10 points in the paint for them tonight. So, you look at, they got the win, and they did it with defense. I mean, essentially, they won this game on defense.
Correct.
Their defense is what allowed them to pull out the victory tonight. Because had they been playing a higher caliber team or a better team, maybe they don't get the win tonight. But their defense was locked down tonight. They did a phenomenal job defensively with just putting a stop to anything that the Rockers tried to throw at them.
Yep, it was difficult. And if you look at it, for UCCS, Eric, for this team, Lynn Clinton and staff, they did a good job. They find a way to get it done and get the win. They go 1-1 for the weekend. Here's my thing. I'm looking at this team, if they want to go to postseason, because obviously that's what they want to do, and to get to that next level. If they find a way to get rid of the turnover problem, not totally, because
you're always going to have some,
right? But not to where it's epidemic.
Yeah,
and it's turning into how many points on the other side. You're giving away points. They find a way to kind of minimize the turnover problem, this could be a different basketball team.
Yeah, turnovers, you want to be probably between 12 and 14 turnovers a game. That's a good average to have. They're typically +8 on that.
Right, and it really, especially the last couple of nights. Last night, it was a problem with easy shots not falling. They had a lot of gimme opportunities and just couldn't take advantage
Which
of.
also, in the fourth quarter and in the first quarter tonight, they had that issue.
Tonight, they couldn't work it into the paint offensively the way they wanted to. Credit the Hard Rockers on defense. They were making that miserable for them to try to do that. But a win is a win is a win. And the Lady Mountain Lions find a way to get the job done.
Absolutely.
And that's what matters. 24-36. And we're after one game tonight. Congratulations to the women's team for UCCS. They get a big win, 57-45 over the Hard Rockers of South Dakota Mines. As you can see, the men's team for UCCS, they are on the floor getting set. We've got a double dose of basketball once again here in Colorado Springs. The men's team, they are on a 9-game win streak, looking to go to get the dime. They want to go 10 wins in a row here tonight with a great opportunity. He's Eric Galstrom. I'm George Holden, your voice for Mountain Line basketball here in Colorado Springs. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II Hoops of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. We'll take a break, do what you got to do, but come back. We should have a thriller here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a bit.